Francisco. My name is Blackhart, and I come to you with a message. Now, we are here for different reasons. I am here, we come from different walks of life. I am here because I want to be your mayor. You are here because apparently you never learned how to drive a car. But we have a common purpose tonight because we understand that this society is broken. We understand that business as usual is not going to fix it. Woo! We understand the system is rigged and a criminal mind is necessary to get us out of it. Ladies and gentlemen, I am that mind! I am the man with the Ponzi scheme experience necessary to get us out of this mess. And my friends, I understand the principle of success is not about having the best product. It is not about having the best marketing. It is about being willing to exploit the demographic that no one else is willing to exploit. I'm speaking, of course, of Oakland. Now, during my time in the private sector, I learned some very important things. The most important thing is how to find a patsy. Oakland is the patsy that con artists dream about. It's large. It's very unsympathetic to the press, but it's very trusting and thinks of us as its friend. Could there be greater folly? Now, my opponents in the mayoral race like to think of Oakland as some sort of slow-witted younger brother. They like to take care of it. This is wrong. It is a cash cow that must be slaughtered for its juicy, succulent meat. Like that meat. I don't know what else to do with that. I have just secured a very, very important endorsement from the Top Gun boat. Thank you very much, sir. Here.
Spencer Blackhart, Pro Air Force. Pro Air Force.
Now, when I am mayor, I am going to set up a blockade at the base of the San Francisco Bay. No Oakland ships may come in or out without a permission. Why have we been letting them have free access to the Pacific? It's our bay. It belongs to us. That's why it's called the San Francisco Bay. It astounds me how rarely our city uses its amazing resources. Take the San Francisco Zoo. Take the San Francisco Zoo. It costs us thousands upon thousands of dollars to maintain. Yet the same animals that are so costly would fetch humongous sums in foreign markets. Do you know how much a rhinoceros horn goes for these days? It's quickly becoming the new gold standard. And it's not only the rare animals that we can make money from. For those of you who do not know my background, I started out with a small, locally owned, family-friendly dog-fighting ring. But that is nothing compared to the sums that we will make when we start marketing our gorilla fights. We can even have cross-species competition. What is deadlier, bear or alligator? Inquiring minds want to know, and we must find out. But of course, our greatest resource is our children. Or at least that's what we've been led to believe. But how does that work? We feed them, we clothe them, we pay their doctor's bills. That's not a resource. That's the opposite of a resource. But before the state deemed that I should not be within 500 feet of any children, I did a lot of research into this matter, and I assure you there is potential that can be realized. Now in LA, they are talking about having corporate sponsorship to fund their schools, but we can do one better. Our city has always had difficulty acquiring pharmaceutical interests, but now we can offer them something that no other city is talking about. When we allow drug companies and makeup manufacturers free reign to our public schools, think about it. Drug companies have always wanted something between a monkey and a human to experiment on. What is that if not a child? Now, before you start thinking this is cruel, I remind you, these are public school children, not the real kind. It's a very important distinction. And it's not like they're not going to enjoy it. They get to play with makeup all day. Kids love makeup and have access to the best processed foods, sometimes years before they hit the market. And my opponents don't want to hear this. They hear children and they want to coddle them. They don't understand the basic principles of success. They've been raised in the San Francisco mentality where everybody deserves the right to marry, to eat, to health care. But let me tell you, that is communism, and for success, we need as much inequality as possible. things the politicians are fighting about. Measure C, Measure D, what's the difference? The fact is that we are giving a lifeboat to people who aren't making good use of it. They're wasting this money on food and medicine. A complete waste. Now this might be because my opponents believe that old people shouldn't have to compete anymore. I, on the other hand, believe this will be the greatest generation's finest hour. Grandma, you're welcome. Now, of course, I want to also talk a little bit about this clean energy that my opponents keep touting. Clean energy is and will always be a humongous failure. You cannot make money off of renewable energy because there's always going to be more of it. No matter what you do, you try and sell air, there's going to be more. If it's replenishable, it doesn't make money. That's why oil is so great. The more you burn, the less there is, the more it's worth. And the exact same principle can be applied to our city. As soon as Oakland is gone, our city will be that much more unique. And it will be easy, my friends. We are in an earthquake zone. Everything is made of wood. The Chicago fire will seem a light steam by comparison. But of course, I've become painfully aware the bicycling has started, so I will tell you, this election is about convictions. Haven't been convicted 8 times. I have far more than any other candidates. My name is Blackhart, and I am running for mayor. Thank you.